Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Edwina and I am so happy to have you here with me. In today's video, we are going to discuss 10 lucrative skills you should have if you are considering traveling abroad. Trust me, I wish someone had told me this. And the fact that I did not have many or most of these skills cost me so much. And it is not a matter of I have suffered, so you to come and suffer. I think it should be more about learn from my mistakes. Kindly do well to subscribe to this channel if you have not done that yet. The first skill I want to talk about today is driving. Yes, driving. Driving is a very essential skill abroad. It is not luxury. It is not about owning your car. In fact, owning a car abroad has nothing to do with luxury. Probably it will be more of about the type of car you own, but just driving a car abroad has nothing to do with luxury. There are people who have no homes but yet sleep in their cars outside. Knowing how to drive is very, very essential. In a place like Canada, sometimes even when you are applying for jobs, it is a requirement that you know how to drive. Mind you, this job, the actual job, has basically nothing to do with driving, but they need you to know how to drive. Consider a job like a caregiver. Okay, a caregiver who goes to people's houses to take care of them. This job has no direct links with driving, but they would always prefer somebody who knows how to drive, just in case the person you are going to see has a hospital appointment. You will be able to drive this person to their hospital appointments. You would also be able to move from one client to another client very easily. There will be no excuses of I didn't get a bus on time, the train is not working, or the train delayed. You are able to move very swiftly. So it makes it employers really prioritize people who know how to drive and have their license and even have their own cars during the recruitment process. I mean, let's put working for other people aside. If you come here new and you know how to drive, it helps you. Whilst your colleagues are now applying for jobs, you can get yourself a car and start some Uber business, some DoorDash, some Uber Eats. You can start working on your own whilst your colleagues are now busy putting in applications upon applications. You would have started working already. So you see, driving is a very essential skill. If you are considering traveling, do get your license before you leave. For those of you who are interested in forklift and driving big trucks and all that, try to get the license before you get here, because it is always easier to get it from outside. In Canada, to get the license that permits you to drive on highways, you are a new person with no driving history and you are yet to learn how to drive. It will take you up to like 2 years to get that license. However, you know that it doesn't take that long to get these licenses from back home. So do yourself the favor and get the license whilst you are still looking for the opportunity to travel. The second must-have skill is hairdressing, hair braiding, weave-ons, all that. There is so much money in hairdressing, guys. There is so much money in hairdressing. Trust me, you travel abroad and you realize that your degree is not enough, because in most instances, until you have some schooling here, your certificates are not even so recognized. Okay, so if you have these skills, you are good to go. Hairdressing, braiding, and most of these skills pay way more than entry-level jobs. A hairdresser can charge you like $40 per hour. How much they charge you in total It's dependent on how long they are going to take on your hair. So imagine they come and spend 4 hours on your hair. 40 times 4, that is $160 in 4 hours. Most entry-level jobs do not earn $160 in a whole day, in 8 hours, in an 8-hour shift. So these skills we are talking about are way more than entry-level jobs. $40 an hour. PhD students, master students, degree students who are working alongside earn around $18, $19, $20, $21, $22 the most. So if you have a skill that will earn you $40 an hour, guy, take that hairdressing seriously. If you want to travel, you do not want to overlook these things. And if you cannot even do it on a professional level, learn how to at least do these things for yourself, so that at least you can save yourself that money that you need to pay for it. Okay? That brings me to the third skill, which is barbering. You know, as a man, grooming is very essential. I mean, to look all kept and well groomed as a man, you need to be visiting the barbering shop like once every 2 weeks. And in Toronto here, it will cost you nothing less than $35 to $40 to get that haircut. $35 to $40 every 2 weeks to get that haircut. Imagine being in a family where you have sons. It means that in a month you'll be spending so much on just having a haircut. If you are able to do this, it means you'll be able to do it for yourself and also be able to do it for others. If you are a newcomer, you can do it for lesser, say $30 or $25, and once you are good at it, people will let you do it for them. Sometimes it is even difficult to get someone to do it for you. You can walk into a salon and they will tell you that they do not know how to cut your type of hair. Guys, you are ready to pay, but they do not know how to cut your type of hair. So imagine you know somebody, a neighbor, somebody from the same place who is used to cutting your type of hair, who would even do it for a little lesser. Won't you patronize the person? Let's move on to the fourth skill. Cooking or baking. You know, many people here are so busy, they do not get time to do these things on their own, especially if they want to eat local food. You know, some of our local foods that the preparation process takes quite some time, but we really love to eat them. For example, if you're a Ghanaian, a food like kenke is a food that many people love, but the preparation process is quite tedious, and many people just do not know how to do it on their own, because it's more or less like a street food, but it is a delicacy for many people. We love it. If you know how to prepare a food like kenke, you are going to make so much money in the diaspora. Trust me. If you are a newcomer and you come in with cooking skills, you are going to make money. If you're a student, you can cook for your colleagues. If you start working, you can cook for your colleagues at work, and they will be glad. Once you cook well, they will be glad to patronize you, because it's going to save them so much time. Imagine having to buy a bowl of kenke for $3. If I know how to cook kenke and I decide to sell mine for like 2 for $5, and it is very good, won't you patronize me? It is very essential that you know how to cook some of these foods, and also small chops that are mostly used during parties. Guys, parties are a big deal here. Birthday parties are kind of a must. If you have children, every year it's like a normal. So you would always be having birthday parties, graduation parties, bridal showers, you know, baby showers, so many things that brings people together. So if you are able to make these small chops, foods that people love so much, but they do not either know how to prepare, or their preparation process is quite tedious, if you are able to master these things, guys, you are going to make yourself so much money when you travel. The fifth skill I want to talk about is makeup. I spoke about parties. So when you talk about parties, it has a link with makeup. Yeah, people pay so much for makeup. Sometimes if someone from a different country, a different continent does makeup for you, you don't get a feel like one of your own doing it for you. So if you are interested in traveling, guys, you need to learn makeup. Learn makeup because you are going to find your own people who would rather let you make them up than somebody else from elsewhere make them up. You want to learn makeup, pedicure, manicure, and all these things that come together when people are having celebrations or photo shoots and all that. Learn them because they are going to make you so much money. Once you are good at it, trust me, the money will come. The next thing is being a handyman. Okay, being a handyman, knowing how to fix things, a little bit of this, a little bit of plumbing, a little bit of putting things together, painting, fixing things. If you are a handyman, you are able to fix things on your own, minor things in your home. It will save you so much money. Because trust me, here everything you buy needs to be fixed. You buy a table, you need to fix it. You buy a chair, you need to fix it. Anything you buy, you needs to be fixed. And if you are not able to do this and you have to pay for it, the amount of money you pay for it will surprise you. And the fact that sometimes the person is doing it and you think, oh, I could have done this, even hurts you the more. So learn how to be handy. Learn how to fix little things on your own. It will save you money, and if you are able to do this very well, you will be able to take money from people and do it for them. And trust me, even when you are looking for work, you always have an advantage because these skills are really valued. The next skill is photography. Guys, once we have talked about parties, we've spoken about parties, we've spoken about makeup, and you know that all these things go with photography for their memories. Yeah, if you are somebody who is interested in photography, guys, pursue it and learn how to do it professionally because you are going to earn so much as a professional photographer abroad. You have no idea how much these people charge for events. Most of these skills, it is your work that speaks for you. It is the work you do that sells you. So if you know how to do it, you take a picture of somebody and you take a picture, put it somewhere, somebody sees it, oh, who took this picture? And then that is how you start getting referrals and you start building a clientele base, and you will never regret having the skill. Guys, if you are getting value in today's video, kindly do not forget to subscribe, like, and leave a comment down below. How many of these skills do you have? Are you thinking of traveling abroad? How many of these skills do you have? Have you already traveled abroad? Did you come with any of these skills? Or which of them do you regret not having because you are paying so much for? Let me know in the comment section down below. Photography brings me to decor, and all these are together, all these are tied up when it comes to parties or celebration. Knowing how to do some kind of decor, balloon arts, they do it so beautifully. This is just balloon. You look at it and you know that this is just balloon. This is something that anyone can do if they put their mind. But why haven't I learned it? Why do I have to pay so much for this? It is beautiful, but it's not complex. It is beautiful, but it is not complex. It is something that we can all learn. If you love decor, if you love art, if you love putting colors together and coming up with something beautiful, and you are interested in traveling, guys, pursue it and make it a profession. You will not regret. That brings me to the next point, that is sewing, guys. So sewing is a very essential skill. Assuming you cannot even fix your zip, or your button. If your button gets loose, it means that you're not going to wear your dress again, because if you take that dress with a loose button to get it done outside, it will surprise you how much you have to pay. I remember a neighbor of mine had to pack his clothes and send them to Ghana to get alterations on them. Imagine I knew how to sew. Oh my God. I could have made some good money out of this. Why does he have to send his clothing all the way to Ghana to get alterations done on them? Alterations, these are not things that are now coming to be put together, or they are either going to be, it is just alterations. Either they've grown, the things are loose on him and he wants them to be a bit tight or something. And these are things that we can learn to make money. At least your own clothing, your kids' clothing, even within your family, if you are able to do these normal stitches, loosening, tightening them up and all these things, you are going to save money. And even if you are able to do it professionally, it means that you'll be able to do it for others and earn money. These are things that are so costly abroad. I don't know why back home it's either like you go into strictly academic education, or you go into the artisanship or into these vocations. Guys, these vocations outside are the real deal. If you travel outside at the initial stages, guys, you know that sometimes you feel like your certificates are useless. Trust me, sometimes you feel like the certificates you acquired in your home country are basically useless. If you have these skills, you are way better off. So do not look down on these skills. Get as much as you can. If you have followed me, you have watched the video till this time, I want to believe you have gotten value in this video. Kindly do well to subscribe, like, share, and leave your comments down below. The last skill I want to talk about before I bring this video to an end is basic IT skills. You will find yourself in many embarrassing situations if you have no basic IT skills abroad. Everything is about IT. Everything is about IT. Even moving around. Here you cannot give directions like, oh, if you get to that mango tree, go right. If you see that McDonald's, there are McDonald's everywhere. Where I live, you walk out of the house. If somebody tells you when I'm coming to your house, I'm at the McDonald's, I will be very confused because there are about 3 or 4 of them around me. So that doesn't help. The only thing you would have to do is to use your Google Maps. So imagine you don't even know how to do that. Imagine you don't even know how to send emails, respond to emails. You don't know how to do that. If your child does not go to school, that is how you communicate. If you want to communicate with your child's teacher, it's through emails. You need to know these basic IT skills, no matter the type of jobs you do. These are basic things that come up. You cannot say I am a cleaner, so what's my business with email? You would have to be sending emails even as a cleaner. That is the way you communicate. That is the way you communicate, through emails. So no matter the job you do, you need to be able to do these things. You need to be able to schedule a meeting on Zoom. You need to be able to know how to do that. You need to use your Google Map to navigate this. If you do not know, you find yourself wasting too much time on the road just trying to figure out your way out. So learn basic IT skills. It will help you so much, and it will save you from so many embarrassing situations abroad. So these are the 10 skills that came to mind when I decided to make this video. Kindly let me know any additions you would want to make to these skills in the comment sections. How many of them do you have? Let me know. How many of them are you still pursuing? Let me know. Did you come abroad? Did you come with any of these skills? Which of them do you regret not having? Thanks so much for staying with me, and see you in my next video. Bye.